So superposition theorem. So what is the superposition theorem means? For this explaining this theorem, I'll take one circuit. That is, again I take the T circuit. This T circuit, I am having two sources, assuming two sources. What is current source and that is a voltage source. Okay, that is R1, R2, R3, and having a voltage V and a current I. Okay, now I need current flowing through R2, that is load current IL, let us say. Okay, the superposition theorem states that whenever an individual element acting without another source is nullifying, therefore that is means we will get voltage IL, current through 2 ohm, that is R2 IL, with only one source acting. The response from response of load current IL obtaining when individual elements acting, individual sources acting. That means when only voltage source acting, we have to neglect this current source. We obtained a value of, let us say, IL1. When this current source is acting, we have to neglect this voltage source. Then we will get another value, IL2. Then the both responses should be equal to the load current. That is, this is the value when voltage current is acting. The voltage source is acting, and this is the value when current source is acting. If both sources are acting, we need to get IL. The superposition theorem is the response of individual elements sources acting. Okay, the sum of the responses of load current or load voltage obtaining when each individual acting elements sources acting while other sources getting nullified. This is the superposition theorem. So for any theorem, explaining for any theorem, you need not to by heart the definition. Okay, the definitions are obtained from the experimental thing. For a circuit, researcher think that so something is inbuilt, we have to extract from that circuit. Basing on the circuit only, theoretical part is developed. But in order to define the superposition theorem, you need not to by heart the definition. You just observe the circuit, any circuit. I just take this circuit. Instead of this circuit, you may take other circuit. For that circuit, you say simply, in spite of IL, you take voltage across R2. Okay, that is the VL1. I am taking VL2, and the response. So VL1 means when voltage V1 is acting, and response VL2 is current is acting. Not add that. That is the thing. What the thing required is here, when one element is acting, when one source is acting, the remaining sources should be nullified or neglect. When this source is acting, other source should be neglect. So keeping this view, let us solve one small circuit by superposition theorem. So this is 1 ohm I am taking, this is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm. For this, our voltage source value 10 volts, and the current source value, let us take 5 amps. Okay, now I need a current, let us say IL, current IL by superposition theorem. Find IL by superposition theorem. Okay, now when 10 volts is acting, we have to neglect this current source, neglect the 5 ohm source. So neglecting the 5 ohm source, we have to nullify this. So how the current source is nullified? By open circuit only. So current sources are open for voltage source are shorted for nullifying or to neglect. Okay, when only 10 volts is acting, we have to neglect 5 ohms. That is so neglecting the current source means open the circuit. The 2 ohm, the current I, let us say now IL1, this is 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is 3 ohm. In this 3 ohm is not acting way because it is open circuited, and this is 10 volts. Therefore, by Ohm's law, IL1 equal to 10 by 3. Okay. Now to find this is 10 volts acting, we have find IL1. Now when 5 amps is acting, we have to nullify this short circuit, this voltage source. So when 5 amps is acting, so neglect 10 volts. So the 5 you neglect this, that is voltage source is shorted to neglect that, and response 5 amps is acting, and the response I am taking is IL2. This is 3 ohm, and this is 2 ohm, and this is 1 ohm. So now the actual fundamental thing acting. So these two elements are in parallel. We are having the current source. This 5 amps is travel from up to here, and we are getting division. That is, current division rule can be applicable. By current division rule, IL2 equal to the source acting 5 amp into other element by 1 plus 2, that is 5 by 3 amps. IL2 is 5 by 3 amps. Therefore, the total responses, that is IL equal to IL1 plus IL2, that is IL1 is 10 by 3 plus 5 by 3. So you obtain the value of 10 by 15. 3 is common, so that is the value of 5 amps is flowing. So by superposition theorem, we obtain 5 amps is flowing through this load RL. So if you see that two sources are acting, we took simultaneously, and we'll prove that sources. So you can verify whether this is correct or wrong by doing a simple mesh analysis or by node analysis. You can do. So the mesh analysis, if you want to do by mesh analysis, let us say this is I1 and this is I2. So the mesh analysis from loop 1, V1, let us say the value that is 10 ohms. So this is 10 ohms minus 10. So minus 10 plus 1 into I1 plus 2 into I1 minus I2. This is equation 1, and from this is mesh 1. From mesh 2 you have I2 equal to minus 5. Calculating these two equations, you get I1 and I2. So after getting I1, I2, to find IL equal to I1 minus I2. This thing. Okay. Now by node analysis, if you want to find means, you can also find, assume that voltage V is flowing at that node, apply KCL at this node. So KCL at this node, the current is drawn like this. So V1, V minus 10 by R1 is 1 ohm, plus V by R2 means 2 ohm, plus V, and now this current is flowing downward direction, that is current I current is there. So directly in place of this you can write minus 5 amps is flowing, so equal to 0. You will find the voltage here. After finding the voltage here, we will get load current IL means IL equal to V by R2. This also get. So after by finding this node analysis method, so by finding this is node analysis method, this is mesh analysis method, you will get IL value, this is IL value, and this is superposition method. Okay. If the examiner asks you to find, if you find, so by superposition theorem, you need to find all these things, But simply for 2 marks or 3 marks, if I ask you to do mesh analysis, you can find by this equation, this method, by node analysis also. Okay, this is about superposition theorem. Now we'll solve another complicated circuit. So this is a circuit. So I need response. Let us say this response IL. Find IL by superposition theorem. Okay. So now when 5 amps is acting, we have to neglect this 10 volts. So neglect 10 volts. So neglecting 10 volts means we should short that. So redraw the circuit. So we shorted the circuit. Okay, this is 4 ohms. This is 1 ohm. This is 5 ohms is acting. So we need to find response IL. Okay. So how we will find here is, see, if you see carefully, what is Vx is voltage across this current source. Now according to how we will find is here is, you see carefully, this is a voltage. Let us assume this is a voltage here, V. Okay. So let us assume V here. So IL is, let us say IL1 dash. IL1 dash equal to, both currents are entering. So this is 2 Vx plus 5. So just observe carefully now. So don't directly go to the mesh analysis or node analysis. Observe the circuit. What is the IL1 is current flowing from this node. The current 2 Vx and I1 is entering. Therefore 2 Vx and I1. Now Vx, we need Vx. So Vx is voltage across this branch. So need to get voltage across this branch. That is, if you find voltage across this point and voltage across this point, you will get. So according to this thing, if you take ground here, so how we will get Vx is by applying KVL at this, from here to here, that is minus Vx plus 1 into current I is flowing, so 5 plus V equal to 0. Okay. Now what is V here is, V equal to voltage across this branch, that is voltage across 2 Vx and voltage across 4, that is V4 into IL1. Okay. Now transform this here. Okay. So transfer this here. So minus Vx minus Vx, that is Vx equal to 5 plus V. So transform this here, that is 5 into 5 plus 4 IL1 you will getting. So Vx is 5 plus 4 ILx. So substitute this equation in EL. So IL1 equal to 2 into 5 plus 4 IL1 plus 5. Therefore 10 plus 8 IL1 plus 5. So IL1 equal to minus 7 IL1 equal to 15. Therefore IL1 equal to 15 by minus 15 by 7. So this is the response we get from here. So minus 15 by 7 amps. Okay. Now we neglect while acting 5 amps, we are getting minus 15 by 7. IL1 equal to minus 15 by 7 amps. So when this voltage source is acting, we have to nullify this current source. Therefore current source nullifying means simply we open that and we draw this circuit like this, that is 2 Vx, and the source is acting. $10 is acting. We need a response IL2. This is 4 ohms and this is 1 ohm, and we are having voltage Vx. Okay. So in this circuit, since it is open terminal, this 1 ohm is not acting here. So we neglect this. Okay. What is the Vx means the voltage across this current source now. So what is that now here is? So what is IL1 here is, now the redrawing the circuit will get like this. Now we will replace this circuit, we change the circuit, that is IL2. So we remove this 1 ohm, so we will transform like this, that is Vx. Okay. So now this is 4 ohms. So what is now 2 Vx? What is ILx? IL2 is this current source, that is in this loop 2 Vx is current is acting, that is 2 Vx. Now our job is to find Vx. So what is the equation of Vx by KVL here is, for Vx we have minus Vx. So this is branch voltage minus Vx plus 4 into current IL1, that is IL2, plus voltage value plus 10 volts, which is 10 volts. Therefore we have V2 equal to this Vx. So from this minus Vx plus 4 into IL12 plus 10 equal to 0. So we have IL12 equal to minus 2 Vx. Substitute this here, you will be having minus Vx, so plus 8 Vx equal to minus 10. Therefore 7 Vx equal to minus 10. Therefore Vx equal to minus 10 by 7. So we get Vx, so we will get Vx2, that is 2 into minus 10 by 7, that is minus 20 by 7. Therefore IL2 we get as a value minus 20 by 7. Therefore the total response is IL equal to IL1 plus IL2, that is IL1 is minus 15 by 7 and IL2 is minus 20 by 7. Therefore the total value is 7 minus 35. So IL is a 7 minus 35 amps. Okay. So this is the type of solving, that is the IL1 is the response through 5 amps, we solve that, and IL2 is a response through this 10 amps, and adding that we get total response as minus 15 by 7. So in superposition theorem, don't rely on mesh analysis, node analysis, just use small logics let KCL and KVL, I have not used big logics. The small logics I observed here, and after using that small logics, you can find any circuits. This part will be useful to find Thevenin theorems, Norton theorems in the later sections. Thank you.